right, so let's talk about it. The Mandalorian episode 3. How do I feel about it? In general, I love this series, so it can't go wrong even when it goes a little odd. And this was one that went a little odd for me. Okay, let me explain why. Now, we start the episode off. By the way, if you ain't watched it, don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. You don't want this. Make sure you come back, because I'm about to talk a few spoilers, okay? All right, that's just what it is. Most reviews have spoilers. And I just don't feel like trying to make this one a spoiler-free one. We're going to have to get into it, okay? I love this series, and episodes 1 and 2 were magnificent. Right in line with everything I've come to love about this series and why all true Star Wars fans say this is the real rebirth of Star Wars, even beyond the last few movies. This is what Star Wars deserves. You know, for some of us, we almost feel like this picks up where Return of the Jedi left off. I mean, technically it does. I mean, it's the continuum. And it's the best place it could be. It's the best stories. It's the best writing. It's the best execution. It's the best understanding of what Star Wars is, okay? And all of what we grew to love. See, the thing about something that has been established is, a lot of people say, you know, and I'm a creative. Before I say this, I am an artist in the truest sense of the word in many ways, all right? I do a lot. I write, I produce, I act, I direct it, I draw, I paint, I sculpt, I photography, I do and have done music. I wear a lot of hats, y'all. So this is not speaking from a standpoint of anything I have a judgment of is based on something real. All right, notables, legends I've worked with, I've interviewed, I've done this thing for long enough to know what I'm talking about. All right, okay, all right, here we go. So, when I say that this series has the potential to continue to be the future beacon of hope for Star Wars in terms of its films, I say that the thing I noticed about episode 3 is I feel like the Andor the Andor effect had an effect. Now, some of y'all in your feelings already because y'all love Andor. I got friends who love Andor. I got people who made posts about Andor and say they feel like people just aren't, you know, in so many words. They didn't say this exactly, but in so many words, it sounded like they're trying to say, you know, some people aren't savvy enough, intelligent enough to understand Andor. You know, Andor has become this, you know, snooty-pooty higher level of Star Wars that all of us, you know, lowly savages just can't understand. You know, I don't get the heck out of here with that. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all the basics. I'm gonna give y'all the basics from a lowly, okay. Since everybody wants to put things on a lowly level and pretend like, you know, we're not supposed to know what we love and should appreciate forever and a day when it comes to Star Wars. Look, if you ain't got some Star Wars, we want to see some action. We want to see some weird planets with something we ain't never seen before, or if it's familiar, we want things to act the way they acted. Maybe, you know, I don't mind new story development. That's always the point, a new story. But once you've established a story, once you've established a character dynamic, once you've established certain aliens and certain things and the way things are introduced and the way, there's a formula that people grow to love. It's like, yo, if you cooking soul food, you cooking soul food. You can do fusion. There's nothing wrong with fusion, but it's always got to have the core. You can't call it gumbo if you ain't got a roux, okay? All my New Orleans folk, you gonna feel me on this here, baby, all right? You can't call it gumbo if you don't know how to make that roux. If you ain't made the roux, you ain't made gumbo, baby. All right? All right? You understand what I'm saying? If you in Atlanta talking about you making hot wings and you ain't got no Tabasco in the recipe, damn it, them ain't hot wings. That ain't hot wings. All right? If you calling it lemon pepper wet, but ain't no sauce, that ain't wet. All right? You got to understand, what you're cooking is what you're cooking. You call it what it is, we expect a certain thing. And it's not to say, and that don't make the audience less intelligent or anything if I bite into it and I'm like, I came here to eat pizza and this is This is spaghetti on a piece of bread. A piece of Wonder Bread at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference, y'all. There's a difference. It's got to be what it is, you know? It's got to be what it is. I'm sorry. I tried to give Andor a chance. I tried again after watching the episodes 1 and 2 of Mandalorian. You know, I just tried to get you to... As a matter of fact, I noticed, too, after part 3 went off, they immediately tried to suggest Andor. I was like, See, look at it. It's a C-O-N-spiracy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a C-O-N-spiracy. All my in living color, you know about C-O-N-spiracy, okay? That's how it feels. I feel like a C-O-N-spiracy up in here to get more people on the Andor bandwagon. Now, for those who gave it critical rave reviews and everything, okay, fine. Some people don't want Star Wars. They want The Office or some kind of corporate show with corporate dialogue and corporate shenanigans and all kind of diplomatic, seedy, underhanded deals in an office. Like, who the heck, man? Look, yo, I've never worked corporate. I've done plenty of corporate roles, but I'd be damned if I want to say, if I worked corporate, if I had a corporate job, why do I want my Star Wars to remind me of my freaking job? And if anybody says, well, that's what the Empire was back in the day anyway, well, yeah, but that's what made it so fun, is you got to see Vader come in, and he the boss in the office who, if somebody do something he don't like, it ain't no send an email and threaten somebody. No, I'm choking the mofo out. I'm hang you up off the ground and choke you with just the thought of choking you. You sorry, didn't I tell you I wanted that and you didn't get the job? I feel a disturbance in the force. You know, just choking motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's the difference. We getting right to it. We ain't talking. We here to entertain. It's hilariously terrible, right? Vader go interrogate somebody, blow up a whole planet. Man, you talking about serious, okay? Now, we're going to keep it fun, because I know y'all can't take but too many things on your brain before y'all cut the video off and go to something stupid, because you can't handle something as deep as Andor. Okay, so anyway, Andor, like I said, I tried to watch the damn show. I tried to appreciate it. I tried to see what everybody's been talking about. I tried to see all the brilliant, amazing storytelling. But all I got was bored, y'all. It ain't that I don't understand what's going on. It's that I don't care. Once I don't care, today I'm with your show, man. I don't care. Who cares? Who cares? I came here for pizza, and you giving me a hot dog. I don't eat hot dogs. Damn it. You understand what I'm saying to y'all? Some of y'all with me and the rest of y'all, forget me. It's okay. Go on to the next video. But if you with me, keep laughing, like this, subscribe. Let's keep going. Here we go. Why I'm saying what I'm saying. This episode of the Mandalorian, all right? I came here for Mandalorian Star Wars. Mandalorian Star Wars has a flavor. It has a guy who doesn't say too much. It's a guy who speaks of a code of ancient ritual, which I freaking love. The Mandalorians, man. This is tribal. This is honorable. This is us. We got a code of ethics. You don't do what we do, you ain't one of us. Don't be claiming our stuff if you don't live by the code. And if you break the code, you got to do something to get yourself back in working accordance with being honored by our code of ethics. I love it. That's the kind of, I live for that kind of stuff, man. That's what I do myself. You don't call yourself Honest Con if you ain't representing what Honest Con is about. Let me talk about you love Honest Con and you ain't hit the subscribe button yet, but you don't love Honest Con. You just playing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't went into the living waters. The living waters on our home planet to redeem yourself because you took off your mask. That man got honor, man. He went and did something to redeem himself. So I'm waiting to see all that. And then you gotta understand, second episode, they hit us with the mythosaur. This is the creature that all we ever knew about it was what lore you get from the comics and the video games and stuff. But you get this actual living thing. It's not just a skull. It's like, if something's got a skull, it was a whole being at one time, right? So you got this this logo, this emblem that represents the Mandalorian code, why is it so important? Because this is a badass, that's why. And the first leader of the tribe defeated one of these in combat. Well, can't call it combat. Technically, he hunted the thing, he killed one. I hope they ate it, you know what I'm saying? That would be the way. You know, if you're going to kill something this big, that y'all share the meat, that everybody have a big festival and no one on the planet had to worry about food for 5 years or something? Or did y'all just, oh, I killed it and I'm a badass? Well, that would be lame and that wouldn't be the way. But anyway, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So, this is what we're talking about here, y'all. And you talking about in the second episode, you get to see this doggone thing, a little glimpse of it. I haven't been this excited, y'all, since I saw in Boba Fett's show, which is, you know, not quite as good as The Mandalorian, but I think it's got potential to get right there with it. They just need to listen to the fans. That's all. I enjoyed Boba Fett. I know some of y'all still sour about Boba. Some of y'all say it wasn't great. The actor is amazing. I love that brother, my Maori brother. Salute. You know what I mean? And everybody else on the cast. I like the show. I just think it needed its own tune-up, but we ain't here to talk about that right now. But I haven't gotten as excited about the Mythosar as since I saw the Rancor tearing up everybody at the final episode of Boba Fett's show when Boba comes riding in on the damn Rancor. That made my whole year. I mean, for Star Wars, that capped it off when that happened, y'all. That made up for everything I was waiting on for this Mando season, and now it's here. And like I say, third episode, I'm amped because I'm expecting to see more of this glimpse that I get of the Mythosar at the bottom of the living waters. This is everything. I'm thinking it's gonna come out the water. Let me tell y'all my story. Since I'm a writer, let me tell y'all what I saw happening. I saw the creature coming up out the water. At first, that first instinct is they think they gotta fight it to defend themselves. He ain't even trying to fight. He just trying to sniff y'all out like a dog, a wild animal, or anything coming up and saying, man, who are you? I ain't seen nobody here in ages. I just want to know who the hell y'all are to even be here. Because all that's been here is them cave monsters that was attacking them through the whole second episode. You know, that's all I ever. I eat a couple of them every now and then for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But I don't see nobody else. I don't see no Mandos out here. Wow. What's up? Good to see y'all. I don't even want to fight. I just want to check you out. Hell, if I want you dead, I would have ate you when you came down here, when your girl dived in the water to come get you. You know what I mean? I ain't even want you like that. You know what I'm saying, player? I just came up here to check you out real quick. Yeah, I'm talking straight Atlanta right now. I done got real hyped about this. Let me tell y'all, man. Check this out. We speaking straight ATL here to you right about now. All right, shawty? Look, I'm saying, I thought Buddy was going to come up out the water just be like that. And then I figured, okay, if they wanted to get bucked and jump at him, start fighting or something crazy, all right, well, he going to show you a few things. He might just be playing with you like a cat. Like, you know how big I could take y'all. I know y'all believe the little myth about that man killed me and everything, but guess what? He ain't killed my ancestors. You see how big I am, man? I'm like Godzilla. My head is as big as, like, Godzilla-sized head, man. That's all you saw was his eye, and the people are barely as big as his eye. Like, seriously? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, folks. Come on. Come on, y'all. So, so by the time that he come up out the water, I figured, all right, the only thing that's going to subdue him once he shows that he can outpower them with all their weaponry and everything is Baby Yoda do his famous one hand and go to praying on them, go to the universe, start speaking to the Force. Next thing you know, he like, oh, I don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. I want to be friends. I want to be friends. And the episode ends with him just going back in the water like, all right, I'll be here if you need me, but don't try to fight me no more, y'all. I hope I showed you what time it is. And then Baby Yoda just look exhausted as usual and take a baby nap. You know, and it's the perfect cute ending to the perfect beginning of the third episode. That's what I wanted. But instead, I got a great beginning. An absolutely awesome beginning. I ain't gonna give it away. It did start with Mando. But then we flipped to this side story. With old girl, one of the agents of my man, Giancarlo Esposito's amazing, amazing Imperial character when he had his team of Imperials that got defeated, and it's telling the story of how all of these former soldiers have now been reissued into society. They've been given positions in the New Republic, and they've been through reform. They've been debriefed. So they no longer have their imperial desires as soldiers who were only acting on orders, and they don't want to be that anymore. They just want to give their talents and skills to this new society that is this super city planet. And I'm like, all right. It's pretty. I like the planet. We still Star Wars with that. You know, there are those planets that are super city planets, whatever. All right, we doing a little cyberpunk vibe to it. So, you know, I love that. I love cyberpunk. So I'm like, all right, I'm with it. Let's go. What we doing here? I'm in. Y'all got me. What we doing? Not too much. Ain't no action. What's popping? I mean, about the greatest moment of suspense is on the train when they hopping from train to train. They ain't supposed to be on the train because they done hop the doggone turnstile and technically, and got up in there and the damn robot guards asking for tickets, and these fools ain't got no tickets, so they go trying to dip and got to jump the train. I was like, damn. Okay, that was fun. I ain't gonna front. That was a nice scene. And when she's with the scientists, who she's taking back to the old ship, the old Imperial ship, to be scavenged for parts and things, I ain't gonna give it away. I'll just say it didn't work out. It did not work out at all. But by the end of that sequence, I'm saying, okay, I think I know where we're going with this. And if it's meant to somehow bring back my man, Giancarlo Esposito, which is obvious, they got to bring him back. He was an amazing, dynamic villain. They got to bring my homie back. But, all right, if you bring him back and this is all to bring him back, I don't think I needed a whole Andorian office plot to get to that. I mean, quite frankly, we could have kept it still on the planet with the damn Mythosar. We have a Mythosar, people. But we've wasted a whole third episode doing office work. Corporate office work. No one's watching this show to escape back to their damn jobs. Can we please focus on weird monsters, incredibly amazing dog fights, which was the dopest part of the episode. Shout out to the Imperial fighters that went head to head with Mando and old girl. That was dope as hell. Okay, but that was it. That's about it. It's all well filmed, all well made, great cinema. But this ain't Andor. This is Mando, and this is the way.